Oh, I almost choked on a gel. What a way to go. Imagine that written on my tombstone.
Make sure I charge my Garmin, make sure I've charged my lights. Make sure we get those bars in 10 miles and I'll be more than starving. Nothing compares to the thrill, under-prepared for the hills. I used to get wheels on air, now I put air in my wheels. Change that tune, train and cruise, chains been lewd, pace and move. Strava stats give man a heart attack, but then my pace improves. Bars and cadence are strong, now my legs up, my cadence are long. It's about time we do this, it's the cycling tattooist.
What is up, guys? If you're new here, then welcome to the channel, and if you're a regular, then welcome back. So it has been a pretty chaotic few weeks, especially after the Cycle in Paradise adventures, which went incredibly well, but I figured I would do a bit of a life update episode, and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing tomorrow, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. So as I said, recently things have been a bit chaotic and I've had a lot going on. Not too long ago, I did that 30-day challenge where I exercised every day for 30 days. I then had a lot of visa issues, which, well, that's always fun. And then most recently, I had the Cycle in Paradise adventure, which was absolutely incredible. I couldn't have asked much more from that. But what I want to talk about first is that 30-day challenge. It has been just over a month now since I completed that, and it's rippled over into my everyday life. Even now, I'm still very conscious about trying to keep on top of my exercise, which is obviously a great thing. I'm not doing it to the point anymore where I'm exercising every day, because I do think the body needs a rest day here and there. But I do think there is a lot to be said for setting up those healthy habits with exercise, and that's exactly what I've done. And now I just feel so much better for it. And if you watch that video, you'll know that by doing that challenge, I actually managed to obtain my highest ever FTP, which is absolutely mind-blowing. But of course, I feel so much better for it. And out on the bike now, I just feel so much stronger. It's just, yeah, you can't beat that feeling. Whilst we're on the subject of FTP, something I did want to talk about was, after I'd done that challenge, I posted a bit of a reel over on my Instagram, and it was just sort of, it was a bit of fun really. It was just me absolutely puffing out my doing a Zwift ramp test, and then just saying how I'd managed to obtain my highest FTP. And you wouldn't believe the amount of keyboard coaches that come out and tell you, FTP doesn't mean anything. I bet that's not your real FTP. I bet you can't hold that for an hour. Blah, 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 blah. It's just like, oh my God. It is hilarious, really. I've spoke about this before, and of course, FTP, it's not a perfect metric, but what it is it's a tangible number that you can then compare yourself to yourself. That's all it is. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because I thought, I know what it's like posting things up and getting these sorts of comments, and I just wanted to say, if that's happened to you, just please don't listen to those people. Certainly don't be discouraged. You just get out there and do you. You worry about your own training. Don't listen to any of these keyboard coaches. You know, if you're making progress, that is all that matters. Anyways, I'm just finishing off my walk with Daisy. Time to get out on the bike. So it's a couple of hours later now, and I'm finally out on the bike after a bit of a lazy Saturday, but we're all entitled to that every now and again, aren't we? Today I've just got a bit of a short one planned. 28 kilometers the route is, and more importantly than that, I'm going to be taking it super easy, just spinning along, no efforts or anything like that. And there's a good reason for that, because tomorrow I've got a bloody long ride planned, but more on that in a bit. Now, going back to the chaos in which my life is at the moment, as I mentioned earlier, I've still been having issues with my visa. Unfortunately, that hasn't stopped, but it's sort of, I don't know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, as they say. We are getting somewhere. It's just bloody slow progress. One of the big things that all these issues have affected is obviously my main line of work is tattooing. You know, making these videos, that isn't really my job. It's just a bit of fun. But yeah, to put bread on the table, I do tattoos, quite obviously. But you know, since coming here, it has been a bit slow going. Of course, I would never have expected to just turn up and be super busy in that sense. But you know, it's ticking over. But obviously I did have the plan to be sort of jumping back and forth between here and the UK. Not only does that keep my UK customer base happy, but you know, it also keeps my pockets happy as well. I've had a trip planned to go back to the UK and do some work in the diary now for a few months, and I've just been having to push it back because of all these issues I'm having, which, like I say, it's unfortunate, but you know, it's just one of those things. I have now pushed my trip back to next month, which I'm hoping all of this is going to be rectified and I'll be able to get back and do some work. So it's new kit day today, and I'm absolutely loving this colorway. The jersey is called Ghost Grey, and one of the things I really love about it is on the back, I don't know if you can quite see, the pocket matches the bibs, and I think it's such a nice touch. These are the new balsam green cargo bibs from MAP, and yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. I love the color, and like I say, I love that it matches with that back pocket on this jersey. The guys at MAP absolutely nailed it with the new road collection, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but in a couple of the recent videos I was rocking that all pink kit, which is from the same collection, and yeah, I got a fair few compliments on that, and it's one of them kits you do feel pretty special when you're wearing it. Obrigado. Look at this, closed road. It seems there was one of the many festivals on in this town today, but it seems like everyone's packed up and gone home now. But yeah, you wouldn't believe how many festivals they have in Portugal. It's just unbelievable. There's like multiple every weekend. These guys sure do know how to party. I'll tell you what, there's definitely something to be said for just getting out and enjoying riding your bike. Not worrying about what power you're putting out, not worrying about doing intervals or what average speed you're doing. It's just so good to just get out, spin the legs and just take it in. Oh, it just makes you feel so good. Talking about enjoying yourself out on the bike, for those of you that saw my last video, you'll know that recently I did the Cycle in Paradise adventure, which was the first of hopefully many more to come that I'm going to be doing here in Portugal. As I've already said, it went down an absolute treat, and the guys thoroughly enjoyed themselves, so much so that they've all said that they definitely want to join me again next year. And same for a lot of you guys out there as well. I've been reached out to a lot since I posted that video, and yeah, it seems like a lot of yous want a slice of the fun as well. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone that has reached out. And I haven't actually got exact dates for next year yet, but the first one is planned to be in April, and then there's going to be multiple, hopefully, throughout the year. Oh, I almost choked on a gel. What a way to go. Imagine that written on my tombstone. He choked on a gel 50. As you can tell by me puffing and panting. Even though I said I was taking it easy, as I've mentioned multiple times in multiple videos, it's impossible to do that around here because you're always going to have to go up a climb at some point or another, and this one is particularly steep. It's well into the double digits, so there's no real easy way of going up something like that, but this is it after this. I'm 21 kilometers in though, so after this climb it's pretty smooth sailing from here, as long as I don't choke on another gel in the meantime. One of the things that I've forgotten to mention, which a few of you have picked up on, including the guys from the Nero show, is that I've changed the channel name. Now, the obvious question directed towards this would be why? And I'll be honest with you, I don't actually know why, but I just felt that I needed to do it. I think the main reason behind it is that when I first started this channel, as I've said before, it was just a bit of fun, and I certainly didn't see it going on as long as it has. But now I'm very much in the mindset of this is something that I do now, and I certainly can't see myself stopping anytime soon. So I think the name change, it's just a little way of future-proofing the channel, because, you know, who knows what's going to happen. You know, I may start doing some videos on some other stuff. I'm really not sure, but I just figure that way, taking cycling out of the channel name just allows me to do whatever I please. But don't worry, I'm not going to stop making cycling content anytime soon, that's for sure. Okay, so there we go. Today's ride done and dusted. 28 kilometers in the bank at a party pace of 23 kilometers an hour. As I said, I'm saving the legs for something big tomorrow, because I'm going to be riding from sunrise to sunset for the MAP Equinox experience, and it's going to be one hell of a day out. The equinox is something that happens twice a year, and that is where the northern and southern hemispheres both share the same amount of daylight, which is 12 hours, and MAP have invited people along to try and ride for the whole duration of that. You can spread it out over the week, but me being me, I'm deciding to do it in just one ride. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna be getting up to tomorrow. Unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to wait until next week to see that video. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. Wish me luck. Let's see if I can make it through it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.